In an emotional and historic night that will be remembered for years, John Cena, the face of WWE for nearly 2 decades, finally achieved the one accolade that had eluded him his entire career, the Intercontinental Championship. With this victory, Cena has officially joined the elite ranks of Grand Slam champions, marking the perfect ending to an extraordinary chapter in his legendary journey. But what makes this even more special? It happened in Boston, his hometown, in what was billed as his final WWE match. Tonight, the crowd didn't just witness a wrestling bout, they witnessed history, emotion, and the full-circle story of a man who defined an era. John Cena's WWE career began back in 2002, when a young, brash superstar walked down the SmackDown ramp to challenge Kurt Angle and declared himself as Ruthless Aggression. From that moment, Cena became the heartbeat of WWE, a name synonymous with dedication, loyalty, and hustle. He has faced, and beaten, legends like The Rock, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Edge, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, and countless others. He's a 16-time world champion, a 5-time U.S. champion, and a 4-time tag team champion, but through all the titles, there was one thing missing, the Intercontinental Championship. For years, fans speculated when Cena would chase the final piece of the puzzle. But as his movie career skyrocketed and his WWE appearances became limited, many believed it would never happen. Until now. A few weeks ago, WWE shocked the world when it announced that John Cena would return for one final match, and it would take place in Boston, Massachusetts, his hometown. In the press conference leading up to the event, Cena emotionally said, "Greater than, this city made me who I am. I started my journey here. It's only right that I end it here." Fans immediately began speculating about his opponent. Would it be an old rival like Randy Orton or Edge, or a young talent to carry the torch? WWE made the surprise official. Cena would face Gunther, the dominant Intercontinental Champion who had held the title for over 800 days, the longest reign in modern history. It was the perfect story, the legend chasing one final dream against the most dominant champion of the modern era. The bell rang, and the Boston crowd erupted in, "Let's go Cena" chants mixed with, "Cena sucks," a sound that's defined his career. Gunther, known for his brutal strikes and technical precision, came out strong, targeting Cena's chest and midsection with thunderous chops that echoed through the arena. Cena, on the other hand, played the role of the veteran, absorbing punishment, timing his counters, and feeding off the energy of the Boston crowd. Every move carried weight, every near fall carried emotion. At one point, Cena attempted the attitude adjustment, but Gunther countered with a powerbomb for a 2 count. The crowd gasped. Moments later, Cena locked in the STF, but Gunther barely reached the ropes. The tension was electric. As the match reached its climax, Gunther set up for his trademark lariat, but Cena ducked, hit a shoulder tackle, then another, followed by the 5-knuckle shuffle. He looked into the camera and mouthed, "This one's for Boston." Cena lifted Gunther for the attitude adjustment, hit it clean, 1, 2, no. Gunther kicked out at 2.9. The arena exploded. Cena looked stunned. Gunther tried to recover, but Cena caught him again. This time, he climbed to the second rope, hit a super attitude adjustment, and covered him. 1, 2, 3. The referee's hand hit the mat, and the TD Garden erupted like never before. As the bell rang, Cena dropped to his knees in disbelief. The ring announcer declared, "Greater than, here is your winner, and new Intercontinental Champion, John Cena." For a moment, time froze. Fireworks lit up the arena, fans cheered through tears, and Cena held the IC title high above his head. This was the moment fans had waited 20 years to see, John Cena completing the Grand Slam. WWE Championship, World Heavyweight Championship, United States Championship, Tag Team Championship, and now, Intercontinental Championship. It was more than a victory, it was destiny fulfilled. After the match, Cena stood in the center of the ring, microphone in hand, overwhelmed by emotion. "Greater than, Boston, I've fought my whole life for moments like this. I didn't come here tonight to say goodbye. I came here to say, thank you." He placed the Intercontinental title in the center of the ring, looked out at the sea of fans, and saluted the crowd, one final time. Tears rolled down faces in the audience. Wrestlers from backstage came out to applaud him, including legends like Randy Orton, Edge, and even Triple H. As Cena hugged his longtime mentor, the crowd chanted, "Thank you, Cena." Backstage, the wrestling world exploded with tributes. Triple H tweeted, "Greater than, he did it. The final piece of an iconic legacy. Congratulations, at John Cena, the definition of greatness." The Rock shared on Instagram, "Greater than, what a storybook ending. My brother, my rival, my friend, you earned every bit of it. Boston will never forget." Even Gunther posted a simple but powerful message. "Greater than, respect." WWE superstars and fans across the globe celebrated the moment, calling it the most emotional WWE ending in recent memory. John Cena's legacy goes far beyond titles and accolades. He has granted over 650 Make-A-Wish requests, more than any celebrity in history. He carried WWE through eras of transition, keeping the company alive during times of change. He was the moral compass for fans, preaching, "Never give up," and "Hustle, loyalty, respect." For over 20 years, Cena represented the idea that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you get back up and fight. And in this final match, he proved that once again. While Cena has made a successful transition to Hollywood, starring in blockbusters like Fast X, The Suicide Squad, and Peacemaker, he's always said WWE is home. But this truly felt like a farewell, a symbolic passing of the torch. WWE executives confirmed later that Cena will retire from in-ring competition but will continue to make appearances as an ambassador for the brand. In his post-match interview, Cena said, "Greater than, I'm not done with WWE, I'm just done with the ring. The ring gave me everything. Now it's time to give back." The atmosphere in Boston was electric from start to finish. Fans held up signs reading, "Thank you, Cena, Boston's hero," and "The real GOAT." After the match, chants of "You still got it" echoed through the arena for several minutes. WWE's production team later confirmed that this event broke attendance and viewership records, trending #1 worldwide within minutes. Many fans called it the most emotional moment since The Undertaker's retirement. One fan outside the arena said, "Greater than, I grew up with Cena. Seeing him win the IC title here, in Boston, it's like watching your childhood come full circle." With this win, John Cena's career statistics now read like pure legend. 17 total championships, 16 world titles, 5 US titles, 2 tag team titles, 1 Intercontinental title, multiple WrestleMania main events. Over 20 years in WWE, he now joins the likes of Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Kurt Angle as official Grand Slam champions, but few achieved it with such emotional depth. With Cena's retirement, WWE faces a new era. Who steps up next? Could Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, or LA Knight carry the legacy forward? Cena's exit leaves a huge gap, but also an opportunity for new stars to rise. Rumors suggest that WWE plans to honor Cena at next year's WrestleMania with a special John Cena Appreciation Night. There's also talk of a Hall of Fame induction, possibly as soon as next year. John Cena's career was never about being the strongest or the fastest, it was about heart. He showed that heroes don't need capes, just courage and consistency. As he left the ring, cameras caught him whispering to a young fan at ringside, "Greater than, never give up, kid. Ever." That moment summed up 20 years of passion in 5 words. John Cena's victory in Boston wasn't just another title win, it was the closing chapter of one of the greatest stories in professional wrestling history. A kid from West Newbury who dreamed big, who worked harder than anyone, and who never stopped believing.